Now, is your voluntary picks, Lesley. So
Yes.
tell us, what have you got for us this week?
We've got two this week to do with fundraising and helping out at events. The first one is Warrington Rotary Club. I think you probably heard that they do a big Oktoberfest beer festival at the Park Hall every year.
Yeah.
So looking for volunteers to take part in that this year. So we're saying, do you want to be part of one of Warrington's biggest fundraising events? This is your chance to be involved. Rotary Warrington is hosting its 22nd annual beer festival, Oktoberfest 22, at the Park Hall, Warrington, on the 11th, 12th and 13th of October, and they need help. If you remember, we had Cliff Horton in a few months ago. He'd organised it, so he's working quite hard at the moment. Every year it's attended by thousands of people, many of them long-standing followers. It's a fun and busy event with beer, cider, lager, together with an innovative gin and fizz bar. Punters also enjoy Bavarian-style food like hot dogs and bratwurst and things like that, and a variety of musical entertainment throughout the days and nights. Over the past years, they've been able to raise over 280,000, which has gone to local and international charities, and they need help to make this year's festival a success. So on Wednesday, the 10th of October, from 8:30, they're preparing the Park Hall for the event. It's all hands on deck, with roles including washing of equipment, bar painting, moving of equipment. Some of that is heavy, so you need to be quite fit to do that, and general help to set up, get the drinks ready for the next day. You might get a free beer while you're there as well.
Oh, right.
And there's a snack lunch for those people who help on that day. Then the festival's open Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 5:30 to 11:30 on Thursday, and Friday, and 12 noon to 1 to 11 p.m. on the Saturday. So we want people to serve drinks, serving the beer. I helped last year and I'd never pulled a pint before, so it's quite good fun.
What did you learn then? Did you learn how to pour the perfect pint then?
How to pour the perfect pint, yes. It's quite good actually, because I'd never done that before. So I thought, have a go. And then they have the barrels on the wall, and you've got a tap on that. And it's at right angles, the same level as the floor. You turn it up to get the beer out, then you have to turn it flat again. Sometimes if you're overrun, you get it on your feet. So you have to you have to learn how to do it properly. And they can
take your wellies.
Take your wellies, yeah. But it gets very, very busy. They have up to 500 people in there at a time, so it's quite a big job.
You mentioned there about some of the other stuff that's going on around that event, things like the music. Are they after people volunteering the time for music or anything?
No, they get businesses to sponsor music.
All right, okay.
They have a range of stuff. On the Saturday afternoon, they have some older men who are New Orleans Jazz Orchestra. They're very good. Then they have a couple of rock bands. They have the Deaf Society doing the sign choir, which is quite good. So it's really nice entertainment. And people dance towards the end of the night. So
I'm still not dancing.
Yeah, we'll get you dancing one day. So during the festival, you need volunteers to serve drinks, collect and wash glasses, welcome people, and just making sure everything goes okay. Then after the festival on the Sunday from 8 o'clock, they have to restore order, get people to put everything away, clean up again, and get everything back to normal. So if you're interested in joining that, you can look on the Warrington Voluntary Action website, or you can contact Angela at warringtonoktoberfest@gmail.com. There is a website for the Oktoberfest, so all the details are on there. So that's something really nice for people to get involved in.
Oh, good stuff. And what's your second one?
The second one is the RAF 100 Appeal Fundraising Volunteer. The fundraising volunteer will be part of a team raising funds at Manchester's Albert Square from the 14th to 16th of September for the RAF Appeal. The RAF Association is one of the charities taking part in a joint venture with the RAF to commemorate 100 years of the Royal Air Force. So they're looking for fundraising volunteers to carry out collections in the street and at various business premises, chatting to people about the appeal and the work done by the RAF charities, and to support people. So they're looking for people who are approachable, cheerful and friendly, enthusiastic and able to take a positive approach to all situations, be a good communicator, professional, and to treat people in a non-judgmental way. You'll also have to be travelled to the area that you're allocated to. And this sounds obvious, but you may not think about it. You've got to be able to hold a bucket or a tin that's full of money, because it can be quite heavy if you've done a good job there. Be able to stand for long periods of time, and be willing to wear an RAF 100 sash to identify themselves to the public. Now, the donations will be distributed equally between the RAF and the RAF Association and the RAF Benevolent Fund and the RAF Charitable Trust, the RAF Museum, and to enhance the support of people who servicemen and ex-servicemen of the RAF and their families. The volunteers will be given a mandatory short health and safety briefing at the start of the event shift, as well as information about how the day will run. All volunteers need to attend this in order to take part. You can inquire about this on the Warrington Voluntary Action website, and you don't need a DBS for this, and it's throughout the North West on the Saturday and Sunday. That's the 14th and 15th and 16th of September.
It should be a good event then.
Yeah,
anyway,
it sounds like
Various
it's going to be
places.
a really good event there.
Thank you very much for that, Lesley.